What you see on your screen now are images of the world on fire. These are wildfires that are raging out of control in countries like France and Spain. But there's also wildfires in Canada and in the United States. The world is literally burning.
Whoa.
We are closely following the devastating wildfires in Washington state. Fire crews are racing to contain 3 wildfires tearing through Spokane County. Hundreds of structures have been destroyed. Tens of thousands of people have had to flee their homes since Saturday. Look at all this damage. The fires have consumed more than 8,000 acres and 0% contained. Lee Waldman brings us the latest.
It was very devastating to sit there and watch it, and then it just kept moving so fastly as soon as those 2 fires kind of combined on my property.
It's a waking nightmare.
I don't think I'm going to rebuild here because I don't ever want to have to relive a fire coming up this hill again.
3 major wildfires are spreading across the Spokane, Washington area. Homes and buildings left in ruins, thousands of acres already consumed.
This is likely, the worst natural disaster in Spokane's history.
Officials expect these fires will continue to burn for weeks. Wildfires are always a risk in the county, but a particularly dry winter and strong winds in the area are adding to the danger. Today, fire crews have their best conditions to fight these flames, but conditions deteriorate as the week progresses.
I've been to a lot of places around the world, not so good places around the world, and I can tell you today that that's a war zone.
No fatalities have been reported and no first responders have been injured, according to Spokane Emergency Management. Law enforcement is following up as a number of people have been reported missing.
We don't know exactly. We don't have a number. I will say I'm very pleased that most people heeded the evacuation orders. Thousands evacuated in just a few hours, tens of thousands.
Monday morning, Spokane had the worst air quality in the country. The cause of these fires are under investigation. I'm Lee Waldman reporting.
The wildfires continue to rage, and it's looking apocalyptic out in Spokane, Washington, where they've got this fire, the Old Trails fire, tearing through the city. More than a dozen homes had caught fire when they put this out, but the video footage is showing us that the fire is spreading to homes left and right. In this clip, you can see just how smoky it is in the neighborhoods. And the fire right there. They are ordering an evacuation, telling people to go now, to get out of this area, to not attempt to fight it or to stay or anything. You have to get out because the fire is consuming things so quickly. It's unfortunate, but this is what's happening. It's horrific. And again, this is a level 3 go now evacuation order. You can see all these places. We now have clip after clip coming in showing these places just torched. It's sad because any homes that were still standing could potentially already be gone.
Everyone's evacuating from 9 Mile Falls and Airway Heights. Oh my God. Francis is wall-to-wall cars now. Oh my God.
Again, people are absolutely not ready for this. This fire consuming over 2,300 acres. I'm going to say over 3,000 acres at this point with 45-mile-an-hour gusts. The area looks apocalyptic. I got to give a shout out to D. White, man, keeping me in the loop with what's going on out there. And he sent me some very interesting information here. You can see Spokane Valley there. The smoke trail leading out. But check this out. The county leaders held an unknown discussion with data center developers seeking a massive facility on West Plains in this exact area that's burning down. It goes on to say here that they delayed a vote this week to consider placing a moratorium on new data centers. But there are plans already in motion for this massive data center on the West Plains. Again, it looks like someone has a plan to throw up a data center after everything is put out. Imagine that.
But they're rising. Lutheran Church sells to Ethiopian Orthodox congregation who worshipped in their basement from spokesman.com by Perry, January 5th, 2025. Their prayers came from the depths of a church basement. God heard the appeals for a new place of worship. Congregation of St.Mary Ethiopian Orthodox Church had been worshiping in the basement of Messiah Evangelical Lutheran Church for more than 4 years until their ranks outgrew the small sanctuary. Though Messiah mourned the loss of its church home, each party considers the sale an act of God. It's only right, said Messiah Pastor Bob Kenyon. Seems to me that's really the way it should be. The way the pieces fell into place is divine intervention, Kenyon said. I think the way this is all coming out is really God's will, Kenyon said. They believe that 100%. I think they're right about that. I call it a God thing. It's kind of one of those things that you look at and then you go, oh, wait a minute, we're dying, but they're rising. Why shouldn't they have it? Miracles are fundamental in the Orthodox Christian faith, Uma said, and he sees the sequence of events that led to the church purchase as a miraculous act of God. We as Christians, we would like to think it was what was meant to be, Uma said. What the Messiah congregation was missing, St. Mary has in droves, children.